What I'd like to talk to you today is about estate planning for your art and antiques. So I see this daily. People are contacting me all the time across the country. Okay, I have this, I have that they want to sell. And if they want to sell it, we're always happy to look at it if it's in our field and say, yeah, we'll buy this, or maybe we'll take it on consignment for X. Best thing you can do is don't leave a mess in your estate. I can tell you because I see it over and over. People just don't plan. They leave everything to their kids and they just say, you take care of it. Well, that just makes a mess for everyone. So try to be as proactive as you can before you die with your estate. So some of the things you can do is, one, figure out, what I'm going to do with it. Am I going to give it away? Am I going to donate it? What should happen? So one of the things is have a frank discussion with the heirs and say who wants what, and have those things set up before you ever pass away. Now, if you're not sure of price structure or what you have, maybe you inherited it yourself, or maybe it's something that's gone up a lot, then you need to get an appraiser to look at it and determine what the value is. If it's a piece of art that maybe you bought from a gallery, you could call them. And if you've had it for a very long time, you may say, can you kind of just give me a rough estimate? Has it gone up, gone down? Because things do go up and things do go down. So things that were very hot in, say, the 80s and 90s may not be very valuable now. And you may have paid a lot for them. Or things that you bought at that same time frame may have just skyrocketed because it was an artist like Ed Mell that went from one phase to the next phase. So it's important to kind of have a sense of the value of your pieces before you ever do anything. So if you are going to donate things, let's start with that. If you're going to give them to a museum, first you have to have a museum that will accept them, and you are going to need to get a certified IRS appraisal. If it's over $500, then you're going to have that before you can ever do that. You can also give it to your kids or to people that you want to have, but you should check with your tax accountant if you think it's valuable and say, this is what I'm thinking about doing. What's the tax burden for the estate? What's the tax burden for the person that's going to get it? So there's lots of different things that you can think about and do when you have this estate. I think the best thing to do is to try to really sort things out before you ever get to that point. And that also includes giving notes to the heirs and saying, okay, I want you to call dealer X, dealer Y, dealer B, or maybe you don't want to use dealers and go use this auction house. That way there's at least guidance. And I do have people that I've sold art to that have come to me and said, okay, I'm going to put your name in my will that I want people to bring it here to sell it, or for you to give them advice to how to sell it, that kind of thing. And generally, are happy to do those kind of things because clearly we need to get material too. Because how do dealers like myself get material that's old material? Is through death, taxes, and divorce, and that's how it works. So, but there's a lot of players out there, and some are better than others, and some methods are better than others. So anything you can do to help your heirs do the process of getting rid of this estate in a more thoughtful manner really helps them tremendously. And I can tell you this from experience because I see it on a daily basis. You get infighting, you get problems. The estate didn't get maximized because they didn't know what to do. And all of a sudden they live across the country. They have this house full of art and they don't know what to do. And they, as a person who has this art, I think you have a responsibility to try to guide people to how you want it to be done. Should it go to an art gallery, sell, just money? Maybe people just want the art, or maybe you want to donate to your favorite museum or charity. But think about it. Be proactive before you ever do anything else on your estate when you have art and antiques. So it'll help everyone, and it's the right thing to do for the pieces as well.